All right, we talked about big pushes, two-handed pushes. When he makes contact on me, I'm destabilized here. There's nothing I can do. I can't punch the guy, I can't throw the guy, I can't do anything. And we looked at a few good ways to diffuse those. They're really dangerous and they're far more common than people realize. Now, we're going to look at some finishes here, but let's look at the middle ground. If he's pushing me with one hand, we've covered this in detail, I can use the slide. Now, he may start pushing me harder, but hasn't taken a run at me yet. So let's say he's standing his ground, but he winds up a little bit to push me. I can still keep pushing. I can use my forearm instead of the web of my hand. Okay, the footwork's identical. I step off the same way, like I'm trying to get behind him. But because he's moving faster and stronger, I may not have the margin of error with just this. So as he winds up, I just shoot my forearm across. Again, you got to actually try to touch me, okay, to know this works. So as he does exactly that, I use my forearm this way. That allows me to get behind the guy in the same way. I can do the choke that we just covered with the blade of my arm, okay? Now, as there's more and more distance, and he comes running at me, I'm probably going to have to do the takedown that we covered, okay? Now let's look at some finishes from those defenses. Let's do the last one first, because I can put the guy on the ground, but I can also finish him. Sometimes I end up in control of him, and I'm holding the guy's neck, so some good opportunities are there. So remember, I need to make a sliding motion on the inside. So as he winds up, I slide and I step around. Now many times I can whip him right to the ground, and I'm going to put my knee right on his solar plexus. Remember, I'm still holding his head. I just want to be careful because we're on a hard surface here. So as I put him down, my knee goes on a solar plexus and I grab his head like this. From here, this is a good bargaining position. I can pull up on his head and push down and say, you really don't want to fight anymore, do you? Okay? That's not a true submission hold, but it causes a lot of pain, causes a lot of discomfort. It's very hard to breathe, isn't it? So I would put this in the category of a pressure hold, where I can, you know, especially if he's fighting, he's going to get really tired really fast. I can hit the guy from there. But basically, it's a way to cause pain, discomfort. The guy will think he's choking, and it's going to give you a lot of control and put you in a strong bargaining position, and it's really simple. So let's look at it again. You have to be really good at the technique we looked at in the first part of the series, the actual defense. But if you are, you can often stay in control and keep your balance as you whip the guy around you. So as he winds up, I end up here and I whip him down. I don't change my grip. I just slide over and put my knee right on the solar plexus. Okay, now I gotta be careful, but with practice you'll find it. Then all I'm doing is pulling up on his head and pushing down like this. Now if this isn't working, I can pump it in like this and make a strike out of it and say, hey, come on, let's be friends. If that's not enough from this knee ride position,